Merry, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. I know, it's been ages, hasn't it? So, today's video is going to be a little quick video. I thought I would show you guys how I've decorated my rented home for Christmas. I haven't gone too nuts, but I've made it nice and cozy and festive. I've got a tree up, I've got some lights up, and I thought you guys might like a little tour of everything I've done to make my home Christmassy. So yeah, I hope you enjoy it. It's going to be a little sort of chatty tour round, showing you all my bits and bobs. Ooh, excuse the double entendre there. But yeah, let's get going. So most of my decorations are downstairs, and let's start with the big one, the tree. Now, last year I had a lovely real tree and it was nice, I did enjoy it, but I didn't think it really smelled. I couldn't smell that lovely fir smell. The needles dropping were a bit of a pain. I went home for Christmas and then it was on its own, and also, my prime position for a tree is in my bay window, and it's where a radiator is, and real trees aren't great next to a radiator. So, I have gone back to my beautiful and trusted old favourite, my fake tree. It's a really nice one, it's from Next, and yeah, I think it looks really, really nice, so I'll give you a little look. So yeah, it is a sort of silvery, greeny effect tree. I've had it a few years now. It has the sort of standard, you know, slightly fakey looking prongs, but then it also has these really nice proper fir looking prongs. Is that even a word, prongs? Which I think make it look a lot more realistic. So the vibe I've gone for on my tree is pink, gold, white and black. It's a bit of a mishmash, but if you follow me on Instagram, you'll know that I really like to DIY, and a lot of my decorations are DIY decorations. So we've got some gold leaf baubles that I made a couple of years ago, some polka dot baubles which I also made. These are new baubles which I made this year. These are actually glass. There's a tutorial for these over on my reels. Yeah, I've got a real mishmash of decorations, but I quite like that. I've got these little acrylic ones which have pictures of the dogs on. There's one of Gus, somewhere there is one of Eddie as well. Then I've got little sort of odd ones which were given to me by family. I think my sister bought me this little one. I love these glass teardrops. These are absolutely beautiful. These were from the range a couple of years ago, and they were so cheap, but they're proper glass, all sparkly. I just think they're gorgeous. So they're on there as well. We've got a little black bauble here with love on it, which is another one of my DIYs. Then I've got these little Nutcrackers. I bought these this year from TK Maxx and completely forgot I actually had them and found them only a couple of days ago. But I think they're really, really cute. There's 4 of them on the tree. Some of the DIY baubles down here. Oh look, there's Eddie. There's the little one of Eddie. This is another little DIY, another glass decoration. Some more sort of gold leaf ones. I'll link all of these DIYs in the description box if you want to have a look at them. This was really popular. This is like a little snow globe painted bauble. Again, this is glass. Love this one. Yeah, I've got all sorts on here. And I also, guys, I've got tinsel on my tree. I think tinsel's a bit of a Marmite thing on a tree. I've got this lovely matte pink tinsel, and then this slightly matte gold tinsel, and then a slightly sort of soft gold tinsel. I like the tinsel because it sort of fills out the tree. I think often with a fake tree you can end up with gaps, and that's kind of what makes it look quite fake. And I kind of wind my tinsel quite far into the tree to sort of just give it a bit of twinkle and colour from the sort of inside, but also, yeah, to fill it out a bit. This is glass. I think maybe somebody bought me that one last year. Just some little matte baubles there that I've painted in chalk paint just to kind of bring a bit of pink into the tree. But yeah, it's a bit of a mismatch, but obviously the colour scheme goes with, you might have spotted, this is my new rug. Oh, this bauble I think I got from an event. This is beautiful. This says Deborah on it. It's got feathers inside. I love that. This little bauble came from a La Redoute event. I think I might have nabbed this actually when I was at an event with Emma, and then we spent the whole walk debating that I was going to get arrested for stealing a bauble. It's just a basic plastic star which I got from a charity shop for 75p, and I sprayed it gold. But yeah, I really like my tree. I like the fact it's a little bit mishmashy. Oh, this is cute. This is really random. This is a little pottery decoration that looks like a little letter to Santa. I just think that's really sweet. But yeah, and it's decorated all the way around so people outside can see decorations. It's got a little set of warm white lights on it, which are set onto twinkle mode at the moment, which I quite like. And there's Gus being all lazy. And then at the bottom, the tree skirt, wicked tree skirt, is actually from Next as well. So both the tree skirt and the tree were gifted to me a few years ago by Next. And as I said, they're such good quality that I use them year after year. And yeah, I love it. Try it with the curtain shut. There we go. That's what my tree looks like. Very twinkly and sparkly. But yeah, I like it. I'm really happy with it. Hello. Oh, that's nice. Showing everybody your belly. Oh, yeah? Oh, yes. I tend to have the lights on static, I'll be honest, because it's next to my TV, and I do find it a little bit distracting to have these flashy lights going on. So the next thing I've got going on is some Christmassy lights. Now, I really wanted some outdoor lights, you know, those lovely icicle ones, and I had some from the old house. They were like a warm white hanging icicle, and you can hang them off your drain, guttering and things like that. But they were, God, like 10 meters long because the old house is massive. They were just too big for my new little bay window. So I sold them on Facebook Marketplace, and I bought myself some little lights to go inside. So instead they hang inside the window like a sort of window curtain. They're little LED ones. They're actually mains powered, so the cable runs down the side of the window. And I was really lucky, there was actually already hooks, little nails up round the bay window. So I only had to use one little sticky command hook. Now, clear command hooks have literally been my saviour for Christmas decorating because they're so good. They don't mark the wall, they're semi-permanent, but they're really strong. So I've put one little command hook up in the centre, and that keeps it sort of hung from there, and the rest of them are all just hung on nails that were already there. But I love them. They can twinkle, they can flash, and at night they look really nice, and they have that sort of window outdoor lights vibe without me having to go outside and hang a load of lights. So yeah, really pleased with them, and they were a bit of a bargain actually. So that's what I've got going on in the window. On my front door, I have a wreath. Now, I made this wreath. It's a YouTube tutorial, so I will link it. And I've put it back on my door. And yes, it is hung on a command sticky hook, which has been up now for years. It was up well, not years, I've only been here a year. It was up last year, and it's still going strong. So it's raining, but I'm gonna quickly show you my front door wreath. So here is my front door wreath. As I said, I made it myself. It is a mix of pine cones and succulents. It's all artificial, so I can put it on year after year, and it's kind of ever so slightly snowy, a little bit sparkly, and yeah, I think it goes really nice on my grey door. So that's my little touch of Christmas outside. I also have a little touch of Christmas up my stairs. Now, this is one of those garlands that's designed to sort of wrap around a banister, and I have this kind of fixed banister, which obviously you can't hang anything off. So once again, I have utilised good old command sticky hooks. So you probably can't see, it's all the way underneath all of this green, but under there is a little command hook. Let's see if I can unhook it. There we go. A little command hook stuck to the wall, and I've just hooked the garland over it, and I've actually twisted my garland and doubled it. It's just a battery powered one, so I've hooked it at that end of the banister, and then I've got 3 3 hooks along just to create a swag effect. And it's just a little bit of Christmas up my stairs. I do quite like it. It's a little bit minimal. I think I got this garland from B&Q, and as I said, it's already got the lights in it, which is really, really handy. So yeah, love that. Oh, Gus has got up and moved now. Then we come to my fireplace. So the fireplace probably looks a lot different to when you guys saw it last. So I've actually done a bit of a DIY on this fireplace, and as I said, I've got myself a new rug. I always felt like the fireplace wasn't finished, so I don't know if you remember when I moved in, there was a horrible gas fire. It was really, really awful. And the landlords were really up for taking it off the wall and filling in the hole and me getting a decorative fire surround, which I did. And it just sort of sat there. It never really looked like it was finished. You could still see the skirting boards and everything like that. So over this sort of, not lockdown, but sort of during this Corona time when I needed, no, actually it was during lockdown too, it was. And basically what I did was I built a shelf and added this sort of false board to it. And filled in. So this is the actual wall here, and this is a fake little alcove and a shelf created all out of MDF, and painted it all to match the rest of the fire surround in a chalky white paint, and I love it. It looks so much better. So on here I've got a couple of things. I have got along the top a garland which is a sort of eucalyptus effect garland, which I actually got from wholesale florist place, and I had it last year as well, and it's got a sort of snowy effect on it. I've intertwined some wiry fairy lights in and out of it, and they're just battery powered, and that goes the whole way along the fireplace, and then I've stashed the battery pack down the back. Then I've just got a little candle in the middle. I'm massively into candles at the moment. I love candles that sort of smell Christmassy. So this one is bramble and heather. And then I've got this little homemade garland, which is lots of little origami stars. I saw these on Miller Gray's Instagram. He created a little tutorial to make these origami stars out of paper. I made mine out of old sheet music paper and some black paper, which I decorated with gold stars. And then all I've done is hang them on fishing wire to create a little garland. And then I had these metal stars which are designed to be hung, but they've got these little hooks on the end. They've got these little loops on the end, and I've just tied off the fishing wire to those loops, and because they're really heavy, they sit either end and they make the garland hang, and I think it works perfectly. I'm really, really happy with it. It's definitely something I'm going to get out every year if I can pack it away neatly. Then on my new little shelf, I've got a little deer, which I have no idea where I got this from, reindeer. And I've also got these little LED candles, which actually have a little remote to turn them on. So we'll just turn them on, ding. These are little battery powered candles. Obviously I don't want to put real candles so close to the floor, and they're only really slightly balanced on that shelf, so LED is perfect. These actually are real wax, and they're supposed to have a scent, but they are a year old, and I think the scent has pretty much gone. But yeah, so that's my sort of fake fireplace setup. I really love it. I think it looks really Christmassy, but quite sort of minimal and understated, and also lots of DIY in there. So I've got a few Christmas cards up there on the top shelf. A little penguin, which I think I bought at the same time as the deer. I was going for a whole menagerie thing. But that's pretty much it for Christmassy stuff on those shelves. But over here on my little shelf, underneath my mirror, I have this beautiful glass light up Christmas tree. I had to package this so well in my Christmas box to make sure that it didn't smash. This is from Matalan. I bought it a couple of years ago, and I love it. I think it's absolutely beautiful. It's just got batteries in the bottom and little lights inside, and it just sort of, yeah, it's just got a little glow to it. It's beautiful. Another little candle, which is from TK Maxx. Nice fir scented candle. This incredible pine cone, which I found at a forest called Rendlesham Forest. And I varnished it, actually. It was huge, but closed. And I brought it inside and I cleaned it up, varnished it, and I put it on my shelf. And then the weather turned and it got a lot colder and I put my heating on and the whole thing just opened. It's amazing. I love it. Such a nice souvenir. So over here on my little console table, I've got my fossils and everything that I already have, but I've swapped my pampas grass for a little faux fir sprig, and there's some fairy lights in the bottom of that as well, which I just think provides a little bit of light there, a little bit of interest, and it's obviously a bit more festive than pampas grass. So above my dining table is my hanging branch. Again, I have utilised the godsend that is command hooks. So my branch was originally just this white branch, and I then found this fake leaf garland in TK Maxx, which is kind of goldy silvery, and I've wrapped that round the branch, and then hanging on it is more of those beautiful origami stars, but also these little clay decorations which I made myself. They're so easy to make. It's just air dried clay. Again, there's a little tutorial over on my Instagram, so I will link it. But they all hang off my branch. That one's one of my favourites. I think it's really pretty. I just use different plants and things to make impressions in the clay, and then they're just hung on ribbon. And that sits underneath my dining table, above, and that sits above my dining table. Gus is just following me everywhere. And then I got some little tea lights in my holder on my dining table. And then the last little Christmassy touch is over in the corner. On my little bar cart, I have got a little real Christmas tree. I got this in Aldi. It's in a little pot which I've sprayed gold, and it has little fairy lights on it, and it's a real little tree. It's lovely. I need to give him a water actually, and then I'm probably at the end of Christmas going to plant him in the garden, which would be nice. Maybe by next year it'll be bigger. But yeah, I've just got that in the corner. Again, just provides a little twinkle to the room over there. I think my favourite thing is my branch, or maybe my fireplace, but I'm really happy. I feel like it looks really festive and Christmassy, but quite sort of understated and sort of simple, but also stays within my sort of colour scheme, how much I love pink and gold and white and black. So yeah, there we go. That's how I decorated my home for Christmas. I hope you enjoyed today's little video giving you a little tour around my festive touches. Give it a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and do subscribe if you're not already a subscriber. I do have another video coming for you guys, I promise. The next one is going to be showing you all the gifts that I made for my friends and family. It's going to be a big reveal video, obviously after everybody's opened them on Christmas Day. But yeah, come back to watch that and have an absolutely wonderful Christmas.